Good evening, Soul Tribe. Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. I'm just letting you know in advance. I'm not sure how long this reading is going to be because I've been enjoying mimosas a little bit too long today. Anyway, thank you so very much for the likes, the shares, the views, subscribes, comments, donations, everything, memberships. I appreciate it all. I appreciate you all. Let's ring the bell. Let's clear the energy and let's see what the message that Spirit has for us today. Hmm. Seems like it's going to be a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and a little bit of that. Hey, Ramona. Hey, sis. How are you? Everyone, I want everyone to know I have the best sister in the world. Hey, Shin, how are you? Bottom of the deck, the waiting game. Someone has been waiting. It's like they've been doing this by themselves. They've been working some things out for themselves. It's like it's time for them to move on from a period of lack. They're moving on from a period of lack. I mean, this is something that the universe is orchestrating. What's the message? What is the message? Rejoice in celebration, sacral chakra, and choose wisely. I feel like somebody has realized about, who they rejoice with, who they party with, who they celebrate with, you know, because it makes a difference. It's almost like about something about loyalty. Because if someone chooses to celebrate with this camp over here, then they can't be loyal to this camp or this person or this situation over there. It's something about choosing wisely. Someone has experienced some type of emotional withdrawal. Almost like after feeling like some type of triumph. Hey, 2B, how are you? Something about some partnerships and alliances. But whatever is coming around is going definitely back around. And this has to do with how something started, how something began. It's almost like, how something started one way and then at one point it was almost like it was trying to morph into another situation or another scenario, but because of the way that it actually started, it actually was not allowed to go in that direction. It just had to stay like this direction, like let's just say that someone started out as as a booty call. You met somebody and it was just a booty call. And both the people liked each other, but but one person thought maybe we can actually make this another type of relationship. We can actually make this some type of committed relationship. And although they tried to have discussions, they tried to steer it in a direction, it because it started off as one way, it was destined to stay that way. What's the message? Hey, 2B, missing you too. What's the message? And you know what? This has to do with something about this material harvest with this partnership and alliance. And that makes sense because you know what? We have to be very careful about who we decide we are going to partner up with because everyone is not going to produce the same results. You know, we can partner up with one person and think and when we can produce this result where we can make money, we can have this company together, we can make money, make a profit, this, that, and the other, and get with someone else, and we lose everything. Someone is realizing that. Hey, Kate, with this mental conflict and destiny, someone is realizing this, that they partnered with the wrong person, whereas they were partnered with you and positive things were happening, and when they partnered with someone else, negative things started happening. It's like someone is starting to realize that. But because they are where they're at, it's almost like they're having some type of mental conflict about it. I can't tell you why. I can't tell you what. And maybe it's something about them lying to themselves, but they're having some type of mental conflict about it, about how this is affecting their destiny, how this is affecting them, and it's giving them a sense of discontent and boredom, or it is adding to their sense of discontent and boredom. Someone realizing who they choose to partner with. Someone realizing, whenever you have that sense of, I need to choose this person because of history, because I have some sort of connection, because there's some sort of history there, there's some sort of something there, as opposed to, I want to choose this other person. I want to choose this other situation. Feeling like their destiny is elsewhere, besides or beyond where they're actually choosing to be. It's a message. Hey, Dex, how are you? Happy holidays to you too. Thank you, Spirit. Someone is moving on. It's time. Because you know what, they're realizing that there's nothing there that they're leaving. They're leaving nothing. So it's time for them to move on. You know, what they're moving on from are memories. Memories of love, memories of the good old times. And it's okay because those good old times are still there, but there's no longer anything for them there. Someone decided that they wanted to stand their ground in some sort of way. Hey, Red Violet. They wanted to stand their ground, and they did stand their ground in a particular type of way. But Spirit told them, listen, the Spirit was there with them the entire time, the entire way. And it was like something about them staying where they're at. It's like, you know, when somebody feels comfortable, when you feel comfortable, it's hard to leave where you're at because you're comfortable. But at the same time, it's that comfort that leads to that emotional loss. I mean, somebody may have it the way that they think that they want it right here, but in the long term, it leads to that emotional loss because they never took that opportunity to grow, to challenge themselves, to move beyond what they were comfortable with. Somebody always allowed themselves to stay trapped in fear, to be afraid of disruption, to be afraid of positive movement forward. So they stayed. They stayed in conflict and defeat because this was like some type of firm foundation that they knew. And that was what they relied on, and that's what they counted on. It's the message. Someone is afraid to grow. They're afraid to challenge themselves. They're afraid to disrupt what they already have because they feel like what they already have is okay. But really, is it? Is it really okay? Do they really have this firm foundation that they really think that they have? It's time for someone to look at the truth. And maybe the truth is it's time for someone to sacrifice. Hey, Marcia, time to put some work in. If you don't put the work in, you don't get the work out. You get what you get out. You get what you deserve, and what you deserve is what you've put in. What's the message? If you're not willing to challenge yourself, you're not going to receive the fruits of your labor. It's whenever you decide to push yourself, when you decide that your objective is to push yourself beyond and challenge yourself beyond anything that you've ever done before, that you have your goal in mind, you have your objective in mind, and you're not going to stop until you reach that dream. Hey, Red Violet Crystals, how are you, sweetie? Yes, absolutely. I'm so glad to see you, Dexter. Yeah, somebody is definitely a leader. They are definitely a born leader. A born leader. This is someone that, you know what, they think about what they're doing. They think about what it is, that the message that they're sending. They think about, the book, that the story that they're writing about their life. This is the born leader. Hey, Earth sign, how are you? Hey, Curtis. Oh, thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you so very much, Curtis. And someone has been being taught a valuable lesson. Someone has been receiving, someone's been teaching a lesson, and someone's being taught a lesson, because someone has been like, they've been looking at someone, you know, they definitely been looking at someone. Maybe how someone deals with their own, uh, it's not like someone deals with their own addictions, but how someone deals with their own shortcomings. Someone is watching how someone else deals with their own shortcomings, the grace that they give themselves, the ability to forgive themselves, the ability to move forward, the ability to speak positive regardless. Someone is looking at that. Someone is seeing that. And someone is noticing it out of everything that you had to actually survive, out of all the negativity that was sent to you, that was meant to make you crumble, that was meant to make you bow down, that was meant to make you give up, that was meant to make you give in. Because somebody else had some sick and twisted sense of fucking humor. Someone thought that you would know that they were competing with you, even though they were somewhere else at a different location. They thought that you would have no inkling, no idea that it was them that was speaking so negatively about you, that they were saying shit about you that was meant to take you out. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Curtis. Someone didn't know who you were. They had no idea that you was already on your spiritual throne, baby. They had no idea that your archangels and your ancestors were already right here, protecting you, defending you, taking up for you. You had already survived what it was that they was trying to throw your way in a different lifetime. K-Max Soul Whisperer, I love you more. Hello, Lightworker William. Hello. And let me read to you what Lightworker William has said for us this evening for the collective. It says, hello, Tracy. Hello, Kate. And hello, Soul Tribe. May one Creator send you all abundance, all and infinite love, light, healing, and transformation energies. Amen. Amen. And amen. Thank you. Thank you so very much, Lightworker William. Someone is thinking about themselves. And it was just like what they're thinking about or what they're haunted about is how they only thought about themselves. Hola, Marcia. Because it's almost like I kind of feel like this gravity is falling whenever I'm seeing this, these two together, like the whole, like they say, the whole gravity of the situation is coming down. And someone is understanding that, you know what, they place value over things, but now they need to ask for forgiveness. They really do. And the gravity of the situation is that they were too afraid to stand up and live in their north node and do what was right and wish for the best. It was like something about this whole situation. This person failed to see that you were innocent throughout this entire situation, but now this person is finding out some information, and it's very important. Because it's like this person just looked at how a situation appeared, not how it was underneath, but how it appeared on the top. Superficial, shallow. Gravity can make you dizzy, Marcia. See? Someone is realizing that, you know what, they are the ones who created the drama. It was them. And that's why the whole gravity of the situation is hitting them, because they're realizing it was them that brought the drama. It was not you. It was always them. It was them that had the problem. It was them that had the issue. It was them that didn't see shit straight. It was them. It was not you. You were too smart. You knew what time it was. Michelle, sweetheart, you're tired of spiritual warfare, but guess what? This is something that you're going to have to deal with from now until the day that Spirit says, Michelle, well done. It's time for you to come home. This is something that you signed up for, my dear. This is just something that you have to do. It's not just you. It's you. It's Marcia. It's K Max Whisper. It's William, Lightworker William. It's Kate. It's Red Violet Crystals. It's Curtis. It's all of us. It's what we signed up for. That's why we're here today. All we can do is continue to provide forgiveness and continue to have that faith. You're right, Curtis. It's all of us. And you're right, Red Violet Crystals. But we're going to do it together. Hey, light and dark. Lightworker Williams says, continue to win until soon we meet our older brother, Yeshua Christ Jesus, once again. Amen. Something about us at home. You know, sometimes we're smart enough to know that we need to do nothing but to give it to God, to understand that it's definitely a spiritual battle. Something about defense. I feel like we're already defended. I feel like, as long as we understand where our lane is, as long as we understand the importance of what we're doing and the importance of where we're at and what we have going on, that we already have the defense that we need. What else, Spirit? Something about the Queen of Swords. Some truth. Someone is about to speak some truth. If they have not already spoken some truth, they will definitely shed some light on some truth, for sure. This is somebody that that doesn't hold back. This is somebody that makes sure that this is somebody that they don't mean to be sharp, but this is somebody that can appear sharp-tongued. But whatever they're talking about, they're always talking about the truth. This is somebody that you can work with, for sure. This is somebody that you may know from the past. Something about the Four of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. And this could be having to do with somebody seeing someone very stable, very giving. Someone that has obtained some things in life, and they're very giving. Someone that's looking at someone else, at someone and noticing some things about them. It's almost like this is somebody that they've held back from. What else? There's too many. What else? Thank you. Queen of Wands. I feel like this is somebody that is very concerned about their money. I'm hearing that song. I got my money on my. Well, I got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Something like that. Some type of song. But that's what I'm hearing. Somebody who has a lot of wisdom behind them. They've learned a lot of lessons in life. They've learned a lot of lessons in life, and now they're ready to move. The past is already behind them, and they're ready for a new start. What's the message? What is the message? Someone that's not sharing everything that they know. Hello, natural and urban. Hello, how are you? Lightworker Williams says, Father says to compare, but we all face similar targeted spiritual attacks. Use your Ephesians 6, verses 13 through 17, full armor. In addition, we can pray for double mirror LIGGT shield at 1000%. It helps to transmute energy. Thank you. Double mirror light shield. Okay, that's what it is. Thank you. Thank you. You know I'm old. So I read words as it is. Double mirror light shield at 1000%. Okay, thank you. And then Michelle said, Max Romeo, Chase the Devil is an awesome song. Okay, thank you, Michelle. Yeah, okay, so something about putting an end to something. I feel like there's some information that's coming in that's a good information that's putting an end to someone who I kind of, when I'm looking at this card, I see someone who got their wig split right here. They knew better, because here's the 3 crowns of wisdom that's right laying on the ground. Somebody who knew better, but they tried it anyway. And look, these people are right here like, listen. We don't want none of this smoke that you're trying to give to us. Somebody's feeling stupid as hell. They got their face all in their hands, and somebody else is trying to console them, and somebody else is like, listen, we don't want this smoke because somebody else knew better. Hey, Shin and Kuma. Yeah. So somebody is making a plan to provide somebody else with like some type of news. I feel like after somebody's been holding back for a while, because I feel like somebody they thought they was going to win at all costs, but that didn't work out at all. You was the one who ended up getting victory, and somebody didn't see it coming. They did not see some shit coming. Hello, Richard. Yeah, because it's like they didn't see this new beginning for you. They didn't think that you had it in you. Hi, pimp named 24K. Yeah, someone's going to be coming to you with some type of, I don't know if it's like some type of apology or some type of like new offer, something like that. And it may be an apology because somebody's realizing that they're receiving the ramifications of their own actions. They did some shit to you and it's coming back on them. They getting justice. They getting justice. They was trying to hurt you, but they ended up getting hurt. What's the message? Yeah, somebody has definitely learned a lesson. They have definitely learned a lesson. They found out all those swords that they threw at you, those swords came up and they came right back down and trapped them. Now somebody, they had no choice but to go within. And they wanted to go within. What's the message? What is the message? Yeah, somebody else has decided just to go ahead, and it's like it's a new beginning. It's a new beginning because somebody has definitely put something and then they after they made this decision, they made a decision, they put something to an end, they learned a lesson, and they decided, I'm striking out, I'm gone. I'm going. I'm going for it. That's what I'm hearing. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. Yeah, they decided that, you know what, as opposed to continuing to be overburdened, they with whatever they were doing, they'd rather be single and drop all those burdens. Somebody decided to, and I feel like somebody is losing their burdens. They decide to go ahead and just be single. Yes, because they know that there's love that's waiting. There's something that's better that's waiting. Someone is ready to make some type of concession. They're trying to give some type of apology. They're trying to do something so that they can make themselves, get themselves out of a tight spot because they realize they didn't want that. For whatever reason, they put themselves there, but it's like, whenever you make a really bad decision and you think, well, I done fucked up now, let me keep fucking up. But you keep fucking up and you're like, damn, why am I keep fucking up? Like somebody was just like, why the fuck do I keep fucking up? They finally decided I need to stop fucking up. Hey, Cherry, how are you, sweetie? Yeah, somebody decided it was time for them to stop fucking up and get the fuck right. Yeah. Yes. And this is just like some type of shock to somebody. It's almost like it's not so much of a shock to somebody. It's almost like it's a shock that why they didn't do this before. And I think that's what the thing is. Someone is realizing, why didn't I do this shit before? It's like so invigorating, so freeing, so wonderful. Just like Curtis said, boomerang, all that negative energy that was coming to me. Why didn't I do this before? Because I just sent it right back to someone else. Thank you, Curtis. Yes. Finally, someone is starting to use their intuition. They are finally starting to use their intuition as to which way they need to go, the direction they need to go. And it's leading them in the right direction. Listen, with the ten of Pentacles, the Star, and the Two of Pentacles, them following their own direction is leading them in the right direction they need to go because life is balancing itself out for them. Especially whenever they decide it's time for them to leave what no longer works for them. Just like Lightwork and Williams says, that's how our divine protection works. When we get rid of what we no longer need, we start to receive what we always deserved. What's the message? Someone is receiving some justice. This Queen of Pentacles is finally receiving justice after a period of being stuck, after a period of experiencing some heartaches and some heartbreak that was not of this person's making. Now, someone is finally starting to see the whole, they're looking at the bigger picture with this relationship. They're starting to see more. Now they're starting to see how somebody else would do whatever they could to get whatever they could. What else, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah. I don't know why I'm hearing that Houdini song, The Freaks Come Out at Night. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. Oh. The freaks come out. The freaks come out. The freaks come out at night. That's the song that I'm hearing when I look at this card. Like somebody or somebody is finally starting to see the nature, the true nature of someone or a group of people. They're starting to finally open up and see the true nature of how they were being controlled, how they were being bound, how they were being lied to. Ten of Coins. Yeah. I feel like somebody is finally deciding that they're going to go ahead and take life in their own hands, or take the situation in their own hands. What's the message, Spirit? Because you know what? This person is finally realizing no one else has the ability to keep them happy except for themselves. Yeah, because this person has been feeling left out in the cold. And they don't feel right. Because these cards came in sideways. They know that this is not right, that they've been in this some type of funk with this Empress. This is not right. This is why this person feels left out in the cold. And this person really needs to come and apologize to this Empress for sure, because they know they have just been living in this most negative energy, following somebody who does not have their best of interest at heart, holding back. What's the message? Thank you. Someone is thinking about you in the past and how strong you've always been, how you've always protected yourself, how you always sat there and prayed. You always told this person about praying. You always talked to this person about the power of prayer. And now this person is starting to understand, starting to realize, starting to think about everything that you talked about. Things are starting to click. A judgment call has been made. A judgment call has been made. Things that you've been working on, how you've been working, how you've been doing whatever you do, how you've been moving ahead, how a decision has been made, and it's been made in your favor. The high priestess and the star, because it's almost like you always knew who you were. There was like no, not even a time that you were ever going to question yourself. You always knew who you were. They just didn't know who you were. And you had to give them the opportunity to get to know you, because you had already reintroduced yourself, but they didn't believe you. Now people are starting to believe you. They're starting to look at you different. They're starting to reacquaint themselves with you, because now they're remembering your reintroduction. And this person, oh, they definitely are remembering your reintroduction of who you are now. Because they're remembering the day that you left, the day that you told them that you will no longer answer to who they tell you you have to be. The communication is totally different now. It's a totally different ball game. It's a totally different respect factor. It's a different song. But the letters, the word, is still spelled the same. RESPECT. Someone had to find out what it really meant to me. The judgment call has been made. Something that you've been working on, something that you've been leading the charge, leading the way. Even though it's like there were times that you just couldn't find it, or you couldn't see it, or you weren't even sure if you were even going in the right direction, or even if this was even going to work. You're finding now that, you know what, you were always going to be victorious. And someone else is wondering why they could never see this. Now someone else is wondering if there's an opportunity. It's like, what can we work on? What can we do? How can we get this back in balance? You know, this is like somebody wondering, how can we get this back in balance? What can we do? I mean, you know, do I do this? Do I do that? I mean, what do I work on? What do I? Justice. Something about somebody completing some cycle. You know, somebody being able to work together, somebody being able to work on something. Something about some loyalty. Maybe there was a question of loyalty before. Maybe there was a question of somebody not really sure where their loyalty lied. Now they know. Nine of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. Yeah, someone has been looking at you from afar, and now they realize their loyalty lies with you. Their loyalty lies with you. Somebody's been doing a lot of homework. They've been doing a lot of soul searching. And now they realize who stands out in the crowd, who actually has their back. And it's you. Confirmation. Confirmation. It is you. All right, y'all. I'm getting ready to leave it right there. Red Violet, Shin Akuma, Natural and Urban. Thank you. Dexter, thank you. Thank you so very much. Lightworker William, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so very much. James and Biscuit, I appreciate you both. And Kate, I appreciate you immensely. Yes, for sure. Red Violet Crystals, did I say you already? And let's see. And Michelle, yes, 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 for sure. Thank you. K-Mac, for sure, for sure. Marcia, thank you. Yes. And Pimp named 24K. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, and Light and Dark. Adrian, yes, Adrian Baumgartner. Thank you, Kate. All right, y'all. I am getting ready to shut it down. All right. And I thank you all so very much. I love you all. And I think gracias, gracias. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bendición. All right, y'all. Thank you so very much. And I will see you tomorrow morning. Good night.